how's it going today? We're going to do something a little bit different in this video. We're going to talk about tuning Tier 4 tractors. The older tractors, you could turn a screw on them and get more power out of them, turn the fuel up, or whatever you want to call it. The newer tractors, the Tier 4A and the Tier 4Bs, it's not so easy to do that. It's all computer controlled, it's all electronic, and with what I'm about to show you here with Ekotune, you can actually tune these tractors, these newer tractors, and get more power out of them. This works on basically any brand, New Holland, John Deere, Massey Ferguson, it don't matter. Also, all these tunes are field tested and dynoed before they release them to the customer, so you're not a guinea pig with your tractor out here wondering if it's going to mess something up. So it's all been field tested before you get the tune. The nice thing about these tunes is it's not only for power. If you want a tune for your tractor for economy, they can do a custom tune to make your tractor more powerful, or they can do one to make it more fuel efficient. Also can do a few other things to these emissionized tractors. Just give Cody a call and ask him what all they can help you with to see if it's something you're interested in. What I want to do now is introduce you to Cody Miller. He's the one that set me up with Ekotune, and he can set any of y'all up with Ekotune. He is a straightforward, honest guy, and I really like him a lot. I met him I haven't actually met him in person, but I've talked to him on the phone probably over about 6 months now. I've been using Ekotune myself on my T5 for about 2 months now. Hadn't got to do a lot with it, but I have spread some line with it, and I'm pretty pleased with the results. I did a 25 horsepower tune on it. That's going to be in this video also, so I'm going to turn you over to Cody Miller now, and then you'll be coming back to me, and we're going to tune the T5. So, hope you enjoy this video, guys.
Hey Dennis, hey YouTube, this is Cody with Millersfarmservices, MFS Diesel. I reached out to Dennis a little while back here about trying one of our products, and we sent it out to him, and I think he's going to show you a video here now of how everything works. But if anyone is interested, we do custom ECM tuning for agriculture and construction equipment, as well as I also do diesel pickup and semis. And what we do is we go into the computer of that particular piece of equipment, and we reprogram it with whatever your requested horsepower increase is. Generally, we try to make some recommendation of what we know is a safe setup, and not cause any detriment, but just allow you to get a little better fuel economy, a little better performance out of whatever your piece of equipment is, versus having to trade and get a bigger machine. In case anyone's curious, I can do it locally here. I'm in Indiana, but if you guys are out in Virginia or wherever you are, I have shipped stuff all over the country, and would be happy to take care of you and send you something. Basically how it works is you can call me up or send me an email, and we can ship you out one of these MyGenius handheld programmers. You go into your piece of equipment, you plug in a diagnostic port like a technician would, and you read out the stock file, and you email it to us. We then rework it, we send it back to you, and you can load it into your machine. And then if you ever need to go back to stock for any reason, it's also saved on here. So it's really simple to do. It's no harder to do to pick up. And Dennis will show you here in the video, I think, kind of some of the steps you got to take. So I also wanted to let you guys know Dennis has got a great charity going on down there where he's donating some of his time and helping some local families there that are in need of heat throughout some of this harsh winters we're having. At least here in Indiana, we're getting a lot of temperature fluctuation. We were negative 15 at one point last week, and then by the end of the week we were at 50. But anyway, those folks, especially when it gets really cold like that, and struggling to pay for some wood to heat their houses, this is really a great cause. And I'd be happy to anyone that gets referred to me through Dennis, donate a portion of our profits to that. So, you know, please keep that in mind. If I can help you out in any way, I would be more than happy to. My contact will show up on the screen here and be below. But you know, just call me, let me know what you have. I'll help you make a recommendation of what we can do with it and what's going to be a safe increase in performance and fuel efficiency for you. Thanks a lot.
I'm here at the office in the shop, and I want to talk about something a little bit different today. I just got something in the mail from MFS Diesel, Millersfarmservices. I was just opening it up and checking it out, and this is what it is. It's an Ekotune programmer, and Ekotune is well known for programming farm equipment, construction equipment, and they can basically program any type of equipment that has an electronic engine. So newer emission controlled engines, they can program it. Now this is going to be something that you can use to turn the power up on your engine, to get better fuel economy. They can make a custom tune however you want it. So what we're going to do with this is Cody Miller of Millersfarmservices, he contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in trying one of these out on my T5. So I was like, well, sure. So they can add 25 more horsepower to my T5, and I'm kind of excited about that. So I've just opened the box up on this thing a few minutes ago, actually, and I've already connected it to my computer. The first step is you got to download the software, which comes on, when you get it, it comes on a little thumb drive, and you plug it in the computer. You download the software that makes your computer communicate with this device. This thing is called a MyGenius, and that's what they use to program the tractor. And it comes with a cable like this for New Holland and Case equipment. I don't know what John Deere is using, but they can tune John Deere equipment and combines. They do a lot of combines, but this plug will plug right into my diagnostic port on my T5. But the first thing you have to do is set up your computer and get this thing connected to it. You have to download all the updates for the program that come in the flash drive and for this device. You want to update this device first thing. The next thing you do is take this and this to the tractor, and you download the program that's in the tractor. It makes a copy of it, puts it in this device. The next step is to bring this device back to your computer and upload the program that's in your tractor into the computer, and then I can send Cody Miller with Millersfarmservices the information out of my tractor, and he sends it to Ekotune. And what they do is they look at the program that's in the tractor, which is going to be exactly the same as every other T5.120, and I think it's Farm All C series case tractors. It'll be just like that. They'll be familiar with it, and they'll know exactly what to do to get 25 more horsepower out of my tractor. And so yeah, that'll put my tractor at about 145 engine horsepower, and it dynoed at 102 PTO horsepower when it was at the dealer. So that's going to put it like 127 PTO horsepower on that T5, which would be quite a bit for a 4-cylinder engine. And they say it can handle it no problem. It doesn't cause overheating issues, or, I mean, this isn't the first one of these that's been done. So I'm going to give it a try. I don't have a dyno, but I do have, the seat of my pants feel for the tractor already, and I've got a hill over here I can run the tractor up and down and compare it to. So I'll be doing that, and y'all will know firsthand if this thing does any good for my T5. So they also can do Massey Ferguson. I considered doing it to my 4710, and I may do it later on if this makes enough difference that I can see justifying doing it for my 4710, then I will. I know Cody also sells tuners for, it's not this tuner, this is mainly just for equipment, but he sells tuners for pickups and road vehicles. So he can also fix you up with that if you're interested in that. But anyway, I'm kind of excited about this, especially for like mowing hay, plowing snow, pulling a round baler, stuff. It just takes a lot of power. And that T5, it does okay, but it's really heavy. I had a T4, it was a 115, and that thing just was snappy everywhere it went. It just buzzed up the road. You didn't have to downshift hardly at all going up these hills around here. But the thing was about it was probably 4,000 or 5,000 pounds lighter tractor with basically the same engine as my T5.120. So you can imagine adding about 5,000 pounds to it, and then with the same engine, basically the same horsepower. They say it's a 120 versus a 115, but if you look at the PTO horsepower on them, they're the same PTO horsepower. They're rated at 98 PTO horsepower. Like I said, this one has been dynoed at 102. So maybe someday I could get it dynoed again with this on it, and that would be awesome to see what it's actually doing. But for now, we're just going to see how it feels to me and see if it actually picks things up with the mower and the round baler. So I'm going to take this up to the tractor and try to download the programming out of the tractor so I can send it back to Cody, and yeah, then it's all up to them. They'll send me a new program once they get done fine-tuning the programs for my tractor. They'll send me back a program. I'm sure they'll email it to me. Then I can upload it or download it into this device here, and then I just take it to my tractor. I hook it to my tractor, and I switch out the programming from the stock program to the new modified programming that they send me. And the stock programming will stay in this device right here, and you can put it back to stock at any time you want. If you're going to take it to the dealer to have warranty work done, you can put it back to stock. And they say with these tractors, there's not really there's no way that they can see that it's ever been changed. As far as I can tell from my research, they don't really have a flash count or anything on these tractors like they do the vehicles. So anyway, the T5 is really out of warranty anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. But anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. Okay, so here we are in the tractor with the Ekotune, and here's the plug. I know it's kind of dark in here. Hope y'all can see me all right. But there's two diagnostic ports over here in this tractor, and I'm pretty sure the one I need to use is the one that's closest to me. That's the one I normally use if I need to get into the computer to adjust the transmission. There's a way you can jump the wires, two of the wires in this plug over here, and you can get into the transmission and adjust the how hard it shifts and how easy it changes gears and changes directions. But anyway, I'm going to plug this device in. If I can figure out which way it goes. That caused the device to light up. There we go. Okay. So it must be plugged in. And now I'm going to go to work. I don't know what I'm doing because I've never done this before. So anyway, it's programmed as a case tractor in this device because you can have it changed over to New Holland, but this guy that sent it to me, Cody, he works at a case dealer and they mostly deal with case tractors. But he said this is exactly like a Farmall C series tractor, so I just go in and choose case Farmall C series tractor. So I'm gonna go down here to Farmall, and then it's
going to be a 120C. Yep, I believe that's the one I need. It's going to be a 120C 3.4 liter. That's what this tractor's got. So I'm going to select that. Please connect your vehicle to a stabilized battery. Well, I would think this battery's stabilized. Okay. Switch on the dashboard, check the connections, and press OK. Okay. I think the connections are okay. We'll turn off the heater and the air conditioner. Alright. Press OK. Wait, starting communication. Identification ECU communication in progress. Switch off the dashboard to continue. Okay. Press OK. Protocol identify /0420. Okay. Wait, saving. Identification, reading, tool setup, back. Okay, I want to go to reading. Connect your vehicle to a stabilized battery. Okay, switch the dashboard, check the connections, press OK. Okay. Starting the communication. Switch off the dashboard to continue. Okay. Switch on the dashboard, check the connection, and press OK. Reading preparation in progress. Reading ECU. That was the tractor beeping. I hope that's normal. So it looks like this might take a few minutes, so we'll see y'all back in a minute. Okay, so it just got done reading the ECU. It took it about 15 minutes, and it says to switch off the dashboard. Reading ECU complete. Now it says analyzing login progress. I don't know what that means, but I guess it knows what it's doing. Okay, so we now have the information from the tractor's ECU saved into the handheld device here, and I have to take it back to the computer and upload it and send it in, and then they can start doing the modifications to it. Now the tractor is still fine. All I did was save the information off the computer into this. I didn't take it out of it where it can't operate or anything. I mean, the tractor can still function normally. It just made a copy of it so I can send it to them, and then they'll make the new file and send it back to me, and then we'll be able to interchange the original programming with the new programming, and I can interchange them anytime I want. I can put it back to stock, or I can put it back to turn the performance back up at any time. And like I said before, they can make economy tunes where they don't necessarily turn the power up, but try to make the engine more efficient to run with less fuel. So, you know, their customization, there's, you know, a level of customization there, which is nice. I'm more concerned about performance, so that's what I'm going for. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so I'm back in the office here, and this is a Windows computer, by the way. It doesn't work with Apple computers, or it can, but you have to put a fake Windows on there to run the programming. So, all right, I'm hooking the programmer up to the computer, and you can't really see the screen too well here, but I'm going over here to My Genius that I've already downloaded, and I've never done this before, so just bear with me. It's got a button here that says download from my Genius. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to download the file into the computer, and then I'm going to email it to Cody Miller, and he'll get his guys working on it. So, or get Ekotune working on it. So it's not that difficult to do. This is my first time ever doing it. Never seen it before, and it's kind of self-explanatory. And if you do need any help, you can call Cody up and he'll walk you through it, or you can text him, he'll text you through it, whatever. So all right, just ask me a few questions here. You can't see it too good, but it's got a little wizard here, it looks like. Select a destination for the file to be downloaded into. So it's pretty simple. You know, I'm going to download it into a file on my computer, and then I can email the file to him. And then when they get done, they'll email it back. I'll put it back in here and upload it in, put it in the tractor. And I'm going to let y'all know how this tractor does. I'm kind of excited to see what it does with 25 more horsepower. All right, we'll see y'all later. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do a test run on the road. This is going to be a test run as a stock tractor before Ecotuning. So I got a hill over here that is on a side road. It's just off the main road that goes over to my grandpa's old dairy farm where I used to keep my hay at. It's a pretty hard pull, and I'm going to go ahead. I've been running this tractor for about a half an hour, loading some sawdust on the old green truck, getting some sawdust junk cleaned up from where I've been cutting wood. So the tractor is warm, the hydraulics should be fairly warm, the transmission fairly warm. It's only about 45 degrees, so it's not real cold, not real hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in auto shift mode, and I'm going to go over to the hill. I'm going to hit the hill like I would normally hit it, as if I was just driving the tractor to the farm, over to the old dairy farm, and I'm going to see what the maximum miles per hour is going up the hill. This is how I'm going to test the tractor to compare it to, so y'all can see. I'm sure I'll be able to feel a seat of the pants difference, but I want y'all to be able to see if there is a difference in what this tractor can do after the Ecotuning, because I don't have a dyno that I can hook it to and test it. So actually I know somebody that has a dyno, and I may see if he can line me up to do a dyno testing on this tractor once I get the tune. At this point right now, I don't have the tune yet. You've already watched me download the software and download the software in the tractor and send it. I send it off to Ekotune to have it worked on, and I haven't received my new tune yet. I'm expecting it any time during the holidays and stuff. Haven't been working, so they're supposed to be back working Monday, and I'm supposed to get my tune very soon. So I'm looking forward to that, but we're going to go ahead and do this test run and see how fast this tractor goes up this hill right now. Okay, so I'm getting to the hill. We're on the main road right now. I'm coming up on the hill here, and as soon as I turn right, the hill's going to start. And I'm going to hit it, and then I'm going to hold the tractor wide open, and I'm going to try to show you all the speedometer. Here's the hill. All right, tractor's going wide open. I got to turn the steering wheel. All right, we're going about 16. It's going to start dropping. The hill's getting steep. Sorry for all the camera movement. 14, 13.6, 13, 12.7. 12.7, 12.8. Okay, we've got through the steepest part of the hill. So the lowest speed was 12.7 going up the hill. So we're cresting the hill now. I'm just going to turn around and go back. So we're going to call the speed 12.7 was what it pulled the tractor down to. So once I get the tune, and I hope y'all can see that all right. I know I had to move around because I had it in the spokes of the steering wheel, but I wanted to make sure y'all could see the speed. So once I get the tune, I'll redo the test with the tractor warmed up. It does have the snow blower still on the back, and it has the regular bucket on the front. So we'll do it with the same attachments, and we'll see if the tractor picked up any miles per hour going up that hill. That way y'all can see if the tractor has any performance improvement, and I can see if it's got any performance improvement. But as far as dynoing it, I'll see if I can get a dyno run out here at the old New Holland dealer. I know that guy's still got a dyno there. I know him pretty well. He may let me do a dyno run. So, all right. Next up will be the run with the Ekotune chip in the tractor. Well, it's not really a chip; it's a program. So, all right. See you there. Okay, so it's a few days later, and I just got my programming file for my T5.120 to turn the power up 25 horsepower, hopefully, is what it's supposed to do. I guess I should call it a tuning file. They just emailed it to me today, and I got it while I was at work, putting in some pipe, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get it from my email and put it into the program that goes with this Genius device here that I already got hooked into the computer, and I'm going to upload it into the Genius, and then I'm going to take it up to the tractor. I'm going to install it into the tractor. It will be making a copy of the tuning that's currently in the tractor, and it'll save it in its memory, and then it will replace it with this new tune that Ekotune has sent me, and then we'll just go from there and see what the tractor see how the tractor acts. That's what I'm interested in seeing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then we'll head up to the tractor. Okay, so far this has been really easy, and the tune was in my email. So what I did was I just saved the tune. I made a folder in my documents that says Ekotune, and I've got my stock file saved in it. And then I saved from my email this new file here. And then you go into the My Genius client, and you click on the button that says Upload Files to My Genius. And then I just went to the folder where I saved my Ekotune stuff, and I've went to this new file, and it looks just like my stock file, except it's got this mod on the end, and it says right here, note V01 plus 25 horsepower. So hopefully that's what I'm getting out of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit confirm, and it's gonna start uploading this tune into the Genius over here. It's all hooked up. So after we do that, we can go to the tractor and see what happens. All right, so here we are in the tractor again. I'm getting ready to upload this file into the tractor. I'm going to select work, and I've never done this before, by the way, other than you know, I downloaded the file out of this tractor, and I had no instructions on that. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna guess that I need to choose writing, and then info, volume 1 plus 25 horsepower. I want to choose OK. Wait, file opening in progress. Wait, operation in progress. Warning, please connect your vehicle to a stabilized battery. I would assume it's a stabilized battery. Switch on the dashboard, check the connections, and press OK to download. Okay, I'm going to turn off the lights. Wait, starting communication. Identification ECU, communication in progress, so it's working. Switch off the dashboard to continue. Okay. Then press OK. Please connect your vehicle to a stabilized battery. Okay. Switch on the dashboard, check the connections, press OK. It made me do all this last time. I don't know why you got to cut it on and off so many times, but starting communication. ECU programming. So this takes a little while, or it did last time. I'm going to look at my watch. It's 8:36. So, oh yeah, the beeping noise is a code that comes up, but that's normal. The code clears as soon as you cycle the key, and it's not a memorized code. It doesn't stay around. So anyway, I'll get back with y'all as soon as this is done. It is 9:09. It took it exactly 30 minutes to do its thing. It saved the original program inside of this thing, and then it put a copy of the modified file into the ECM of the tractor, or the ECU, however you want to say it. And I am now getting ready to start the engine for the first time with the new program. So wish me luck. Started. I want to get the tractor warmed up here for a little while. And then we're going to go on a test drive and see if we can tell any difference in the power. That's all I can do. See y'all in a few minutes. Alright, I got her good and warmed up, I think. And it's been about, I don't know, 20 minutes. Been running around. And now I'm ready to go do the speed run on the hill. So we'll go see if it can increase the miles per hour up this hill any at all. So, off we go. We'll go ahead and get you up here and ready to watch the speedometer. Speedometer's down here. But we ain't got to the hill yet. We got to get up the road here just a piece. Right now we're running 26.6. This is up a hill also, by the way. So I can tell seat of the pants difference in acceleration. So it has definitely done something. But we're getting ready to find out on this hill. This will show us whether or not it did anything. So I'm gonna slow down. I gotta slow down to make this turn. As soon as I get around the turn, I'm gonna nail it wide open. We're gonna see. Last time it got down to 12.7, I think. All right, so we're 19, 18, 17, 16, dropped a gear, 15, 6, 15, 6, 16, 16.1, 16.5, 16.8. Alright, so we gained basically 3 miles per hour coming up that hill. 3 miles per hour in a tractor, it's quite a bit, really. So we went from 12.7 to 15.6. So it's basically 3 miles per hour. Alright, so it definitely made a difference coming up that hill. Now, I'm hoping I can get a dyno run set up
for this tractor, but I don't know that I can. But I'll try. And I'm kind of looking forward to hooking the mower to it, but it's going to be a while before I need a mower again. And then it's going to have to dry up before I need a mower again, because all it does is rain anymore. And it's January right now, so there's not anything to mow. But I might get to use the snowblower some more, but it don't take a lot of power for that snowblower. I mean, it takes 80 horsepower, but this tractor easily runs that. And if you put too much power to that snowblower, it just snaps the shear pin. So there ain't no point in really pushing that thing. I need a bigger snowblower that can handle about 150 horsepower or more. But anyway, I want to call it a success for right now. And I hope you guys will call Cody Miller and give him a chance if you're thinking about tuning your tractor, and see what he has to offer. I'll put links in the description to get a hold of him. And to my knowledge, at this point, he doesn't have a website, but I think he is working on it. If he does have a website, by the time I get this video posted, I will post a link to the website also. But I guess that's going to be it, guys. I'm pretty pleased so far. I really want to get this thing in the field, but I can only do what I can do. Just ride it up down the road right now. So you don't have to hammer on it to get it to go on down the road now either. It's pretty nice. So 25 extra ponies, you know, it makes a difference. And they can do on the tractors that have, you know, on the bigger tractors with the bigger 6-cylinder engines, they can add much more power than 25 horsepower. They can add 50 horsepower plus. You know, if you got a 6-cylinder tractor like a John Deere, you know, some of those are detuned. You know, and if when you buy the smallest tractor in that frame size, you know, they may make the exact same tractor with 100 more horsepower, and you can have Ekotune unleash that 100 extra horsepower in the tractor that you have without having to trade that tractor in and get the bigger model. That's the beauty of this. So anyway, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you, Cody Miller, Miller's Farm Service, and thank you, Ekotune. See y'all later.